So, where did the idea come from to go into the digital space and become the Uber of lawn mowing?
Yeah, great question. So when I came to the decision to sell that business, it was the hardest thing I've ever done because for 15 years it was my thing. It was an extension of myself. Really, really emotional, painful thing to go through, but it was the right call because for me, I had taken that business as far as I could. To your point, yeah, the next step for me was to start taking it to other states, other cities, other markets. And after doing it for 15 years, I just didn't really have the appetite to do that. I saw an opportunity to let it get bought out by one of the bigger players in the game and let them put it into their system and let them take it and make it bigger because they had already been down that road. So after I sold that business, I retired like for 6 months, and I literally got bored. And I realized that for me, business is like the thing that it's like my thrust in life. It's like the thing that makes me happy. I'm wired to love business, and I was just itching to get back in the game. And I realized that for me, like my companies was always the thing that caused me to be smarter, sharper, to exercise, to eat right, to just be at the top of my game. And so I was like, okay, I gotta start another thing. And that was just, for me, it was obvious. I saw what Uber and Lyft were doing for ride sharing, what companies like Airbnb were doing with accommodations. And so for me, I knew, okay, a marketplace has to exist for this thing I've spent the last 15 years of my life doing. And I recruited 2 co-founders, and we went off and just started getting started working on the project. Now, looking back, everybody always says, well, you knew the problem and you knew the solution, and so it was probably really easy for you. And really, it was 10 times harder than I ever thought it was going to be because I had to reinvent myself as a traditional analog blue-collar entrepreneur. Trucks, lawnmowers, like pen and pad, scheduling, customers, hand-to-hand combat, all of these things like a traditional business go into making a traditional business successful, right? I had to reinvent myself and like almost forget all of that and now focus on things like code, software, pixels, design, distribution, digital channels, PR, all of these things that go into building a successful tech product.